Welcome to the Device Lab channel. Today, we will be examining the best graphics cards under $200. Prepare for an insightful exploration where I will uncover their exceptional qualities and distinguishing features. Let's delve into the details. Right, let's dive into the world of Intel's intriguing offering, the Arc A380. As someone who's always on the lookout for the next piece of tech to test, I had to see what this GPU brings to the table, and well, it's an interesting ride. First off, the Arc A380 marks Intel's ambitious foray into the GPU market, a sector long dominated by AMD and NVIDIA. This card, based on the XeHPG microarchitecture, showcases Intel's intent to mix things up. The A380, with its 6GB of GDDR6 memory and a 96-bit memory bus, hints at decent performance capabilities, particularly in the entry-level segment. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Gaming performance, a critical benchmark for any GPU, is where the A380 shows its limitations. Testing revealed that while it can handle games like Far Cry 6 and Horizon Zero Dawn at just over 30 FPS at 1080p medium settings, it struggles with more demanding scenarios, especially at 1440p with ultra settings, where frame rates often dip below the 30 FPS mark. Comparatively, it slightly outpaces the AMD RX 6500 XT in some tests, but generally falls short amongst more robust cards, underscoring its entry-level positioning. In contrast to its gaming performance, the A380 shines in video encoding tasks. Its support for the AV1 codec and efficient video encoding capabilities make it a standout option for creators on a budget. This specific strength indicates the A380's potential niche, leaning more towards video production than high-end gaming. Eager to know the latest prices of these models? Dive into the video description. I've included handy Amazon links for every model I've discussed. Feel free to click through while I continue with the review. AMD RX 6400 is an intriguing piece of technology that has piqued my interest for its unique position in the market. As a part of AMD's RX 6000 series, it's built on the RDNA 2 architecture, and it is the first GPU fabricated on a 6nm process by TSMC, which alone makes it quite the topic of discussion. Running on a 64-bit memory interface with 4GB of GDDR6 memory, it achieves a bandwidth of 128GB per second, backed by a generous 16MB of Infinity Cache to help boost performance. Right off the bat, this card sets itself apart by being highly energy efficient, with a TDP of just 53 watts. This means it doesn't even require an external power connector, drawing all necessary power directly from the PCIe slot. Its low power consumption, coupled with a compact form factor, makes the RX 6400 a fantastic option for small form factor builds or as an upgrade over integrated graphics without needing a PSU upgrade. However, it's not all perfect. The RX 6400, much like its sibling the RX 6500, lacks hardware acceleration for AVI video decode, which might be a drawback for some users, especially considering how common this format is becoming for streaming and video content. But it still supports H.264, H.265, and VP9 decode capabilities, ensuring that it can handle most current media playback requirements. Don't miss out. Be sure to tap that like button and hit subscribe to stay in the loop with all my latest videos. Your support means the world to me. Let me tell you about the AMD Radeon RX 6500 XT. This little powerhouse is quite the character, especially when you're diving into the world of gaming without wanting to empty your wallet. With its 16 compute units and 4GB of GDDR6 memory, it packs enough punch to get you through most of your 1080p gaming adventures without breaking a sweat. Its boost clock speeds can soar up to 2815 MHz, making it one of the highest clocked GPUs in its class. Plus, it's efficient with a power consumption of only 107 watts, which is great for keeping those electricity bills in check. However, no hero is without its kryptonite. The 6500 XT's modest memory capacity might not satisfy the voracious appetite of newer, more demanding games. With only 4GB of memory, it's not the go-to choice for mining, which could be news for gamers, but slightly disappointing if you're looking to future-proof your setup. And, despite its strengths, it's worth noting that this card might feel a bit restrained by its narrow 64-bit memory bus and the limited PCIe lanes. Compared to its predecessors and some of the competition, the 6500 XT aims to fill the shoes of budget-friendly GPUs while stepping into the arena with newer features like ray tracing and AMD's Infinity Cache. These additions make it a significant leap over older models like the Radeon RX 570 or the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 1650, offering improved compute performance and efficiency thanks to the advanced 6nm process used in its construction. To wrap it up, if you're a gamer on a budget or looking to upgrade from an older generation card without stretching your finances too thin, the RX 6500 XT could be your ticket to a better gaming experience. It's built for 1080p gaming, offering a solid balance between performance and power efficiency. Just keep in mind its limitations if you're aiming for higher resolutions or more demanding tasks. Let me tell you about my experience with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 1660 Super. Right off the bat, this card strikes an impressive balance between affordability and performance. It's equipped with a solid 6 gigs of GDDR6 memory, ensuring that it can handle modern games with ease, especially at 1080p settings. Its boost clock can even exceed NVIDIA's official specifications under certain conditions, which was a pleasant surprise during my tests. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. When it comes to power consumption, the GTX 1660 Super slightly edges out its siblings, the 1660 and 1660 Ti, but this is mostly noticeable under heavy loads like in demanding games or benchmarks. Despite this, it maintains a competitive edge in power efficiency within its class. Comparing it to other cards on the market, the GTX 1660 Super finds itself in a sweet spot. It's significantly more capable than its predecessor, the GTX 1660, and comes dangerously close to the 1660 Ti's performance, making the latter almost redundant, especially considering the price difference. So who's this card for? If you're building a mid-range gaming PC and are keen on getting the most bang for your buck, the GTX 1660 Super is a no-brainer. It's perfect for gamers who prioritize 1080p gaming and want a card that can deliver high frame rates without breaking the bank. Diving into the Intel Arc A580, I found this graphics card to be a fascinating entrant into the budget GPU market. At the heart of my examination, the Arc A580 presents itself as a compelling option for gamers and content creators on a budget. What stands out immediately is its support for cutting-edge features like ray tracing and its ability to support up to 4 displays, making it a versatile choice for multi-monitor setups. However, no product is without its drawbacks. In the case of the A580, while it boasts decent specifications for its price point, its efficiency might raise eyebrows among those who prioritize power consumption. This is an area where it doesn't shine as brightly, especially when compared to some of its rivals. In the grand scheme of things, the Intel Arc A580 distinguishes itself from competitors through its balance of price and performance. While it may not consistently outshine rivals in every metric, its strengths in 1080p gaming, driver stability improvements, and the versatility offered by its generous 8 gigs of GDDR6 memory make it a noteworthy option for budget-conscious gamers. For anyone considering dipping their toes into the PC market without draining their wallet, the Arc A580 presents a compelling case. It's especially suited for gamers focused on 1080p resolutions, offering a blend of affordability and solid performance that's hard to overlook in today's market. Diving into the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 6GB, I gotta say, it's quite the contender in the mid-range GPU market. Straight off the bat, this card is a bit of a marvel when it comes to power efficiency and design. It's built on the 8nm process and boasts a suite of 2,304 CUDA cores. For memory, you're looking at 6 gigs of GDDR6, which, while less than its 8GB predecessor, still packs a punch for most gaming and creative tasks. However, not everything is roses. The reduction to a 96-bit memory bus width from 128-bit in the 8GB version does mean you're getting less memory bandwidth. This tweak, alongside the core and memory adjustments, aims at power efficiency, landing it at a TDP of just 70 watts. This lower power requirement allows for simpler cooling solutions and the absence of an additional power connector, a plus for those with less robust power supply units. Comparing it to its peers, the RTX 3050 6GB finds itself in a unique spot. It sits comfortably above the lower end of the market, but doesn't quite reach the performance peaks of higher end models. Its advancements in power efficiency and compact design make it an interesting choice for gamers and creators working within a specific budget or power constraint. In conclusion, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 6GB is a solid choice if you're after a card that balances cost, performance, and power efficiency. It's especially appealing for those with a keen eye on energy consumption and those running on setups without beefy power supplies. Whether you're gaming at 1080p or diving into creative tasks, this card offers a great entry point in the RTX series without breaking the bank. As we wrap up, don't forget that you can find links to all the mods I talked about in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to keep up with future content. And remember, I love hearing from you, so feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, happy exploring!